Welcome seekers, you have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. This one is a very popular one. It's the most requested video. Who will you marry? I'm going to give you as much information as possible. Their current thoughts, their current feelings, their current experiences. I'm going to talk to you about their strengths, their weaknesses, their personality, their career, their finances, their likes and dislikes. I'm going to give you everything. So now, before we get started, I actually want to talk to you seekers about something that I am going to be doing, and that is raffling away the tarot deck that I will be using today. So this is the Cosmo Tarot. This is the deck that I will be using in this reading. It is the deck that I will be raffling. So there's only one way to qualify. You must do 3 things to qualify for this deck, for this raffle. The winner is going to be announced a week from now, November 16th. I will announce the winner through the community. Now, the 3 things that you must do to be entered for a chance to win this deck is, number 1, you must be a subscribed member of the community. Number 2, you must give this video a like. And number 3, and very important, you cannot forget this step, you must leave a comment. The comment, you don't have to include anything on it. You can, anything you want to write, you can write, but you must leave a comment. I will be picking the winner through the comments, and then I will be reaching out directly to the winner, and I will announce the winner a week from now on the 16th. So just let's go through this again. So number 1, you must be a subscribed member. Number 2, you must give the video a like. And number 3, you must leave a comment. All right, so the Cosmo Tarot, this is the Cosmopolitan magazine. They created this tarot deck. Really, really beautiful, truly. So you'll get to see it. I mean, we're going to use it in today's reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, seekers. In front of you, you have 3 groups and 3 doors. This is group number 1 and door number 1. This is group number 2 and door number 2. And finally, this is group number 3 and door number 3. So go ahead, take a moment, make your selections, and I will go ahead and meet you in your group. I am going to include the timestamps in the descriptions below. Go ahead and take a moment to make your selections now, and I will see you there. Welcome, group number 1, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, answering the question, who will you marry? The first thing that we're going to tackle is their current thoughts, feelings, and experiences with these 2 oracle cards. But before we get started, I just want to give you a quick reminder in case you missed the opening. I'm raffling away a very beautiful tarot deck, the Cosmo Tarot. This is a deck that was created by the Cosmopolitan magazine. I am going to be using it in your reading today, so you're going to get to see the cards, and this is the exact deck that I will send you. So, the deck that's going to be used in your reading is the deck that you are going to be entered for a chance to win. Now, there are 3 things that you must do in order to qualify to win this deck. Number 1, you must be a subscribed member of the channel. Also, number 2, you must give this video a like. And number 3, and very important, you must leave a comment. I will be picking the winner from the comment section, so make sure you leave a comment. You don't have to write anything in particular. A comment. Just as long as you write a comment and I am able to click on your face, we're fine. I'm going to be able to reach out to you, and the winner will be announced on November 16th through the community sections. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed so that you can receive the alert, and I will be reaching out directly to you. So best of luck to all of you. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first card that we're going to reveal is from the Divine Doors Oracle, which it's a very beautiful door that you picked. So their current thoughts and feelings. Draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in the sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild good night. Interesting. All right. And then the second card is from the, I believe this is the Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck. And let's take a look. We've got the underworld, number 40. Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. Beautiful card. So it appears like the person that you are going to marry, group number 1, is going through a very, very, very transformative transition. The thing that I'm noticing with this underworld and the clear message that it's giving us is that transition that they're currently going through has been a bit tough, right? Like any transition, like anytime you got to move, it's always getting everything together. It's always planning. It's always an initial investment, and it is very, I would say, energetically exhausting. And I feel that they are going through this same thing. So it would seem like they are making a big change in their lives. They're currently going through some kind of just life change that is going to yield some kind of result. Very much they see this as a journey, as a new beginning. And also there is a bit of risk here, right? The card is talking about taking a leap forward. So this is almost taking a leap of faith into the unknown to make, I would say, space for whatever new things are coming into their lives. So it is unclear whether this is career, whether this is finances. The fact that there's this unclear path would tell me that it's something that is going to change their lives completely. So, more than likely, maybe they're moving from state, maybe potentially they are shifting into some kind of new reality completely, where they're just, putting aside old things and allowing new things to come into their lives. So just think of someone that moves out of for example, their parents' house, right? Now they have to essentially go out into the world, work, be able to sustain themselves, and it is a very difficult transition. So this is kind of energetically what I'm kind of getting here. They're just going through a transition. Maybe potentially they could be just changing jobs, careers, they've made a decision, potentially maybe they've graduated, and now they're just kind of shifting into something new. This could also be talking about a shift towards you, right? This shift that's happening is something very dynamic, and I feel like this shift is just bringing them closer to you in some kind of very magnetic kind of way. It's an attraction that's taking place here. They're being called to you, you're being called to them. You guys are getting closer to each other. And so there's always that transition, right? There's always that period where you just have to actually move forward, and there's friction every time whenever there's that kind of change going on. The door that you picked talks about something very interesting, drawing down the moon. There's a sense of wonder and magic here. We have a message from the forest nymphs talking about dancing and delight. And so definitely, even though this transition is very chaotic and a bit stressful, they are finding that they're inspired to do this. And, the reason is because they see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're able to put all of the pieces together logically, emotionally, energetically, and they're able to kind of say, okay, this is an investment into my future. This is what's going to yield some kind of result in the not too distant future and also in the far off future. So this is something that must be done right now. I'm going to do it, even though right now it's been a bit difficult, right? So interesting, right? Find us in the wild, good night is the final message of the nymph. And the fact that we also have here in this other oracle that's talking about a leap, taking a leap. It's almost like if they're doing this to find something that needs to be found. They're trying to find a little magic in their life. They're trying to spark something in their lives. They're trying to bring something forward, right? So I'm getting this very strong kind of magician feeling, right? The actual magician card. This person is making moves. They're getting out there. They're being attentive. They're trying to create something completely new. So that is their current thoughts, their current feelings, their current emotions, and what they are currently essentially going through. So Now we're going to throw some tarot. Once again, we are going to be using the Cosmo Tarot, the deck that we are going to be raffling away. Another reminder, make sure that you subscribe, that you give the video a like, and that you comment down below so that you can be entered for a chance to win this deck. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle. And let's take a look. The next thing that we're going to try and answer is, what are their strengths and their weaknesses? Okay. Let's see, what is this person's strengths and weaknesses? So we're going to try and get some information. Help us, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get some information about this person. Okay, the Emperor. The Knight of Swords. My, oh my. Okay, so we're just going to throw two, and then we'll work from there. So, their strength. Let's take a look at this. So we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is the card of order and building this foundation so that you can build on top of that foundation and create new things. So the Emperor shows up to tell us that this person's strength is found in their ability to create order out of chaos. And so what does that look like, right? What does order out of chaos look like? Well, you know, chaos, we can say, is being fired, right? That's chaos. Well, this person is able to find a solution to that. Maybe they're able to find a new job quickly. They have good job prospects. They have a good resume. So the Emperor is definitely a strong archetype that says, no matter what happens to me, no matter what limitations I have, no matter what is happening around me, I will be successful. And so that is a very strong that is a very strong energy. You know, it's a very strong archetype, because it's the kind of archetype that's associated with the king archetype. And that king archetype says, I will not be overcome. I will listen to you. I will try and understand your point of view. I will not break you down mentally, physically, or emotionally. I will try and build you up, and I will encourage you. And so that is that king archetype that's showing up here with the Emperor. And it's very closely tied to this person. This is their strength. All right, so we're gonna try and figure out the weakness, and the weakness is the Knight of Swords. And so this is very interesting, but it appears like their weakness is being confrontational or demanding in any kind of way, which is very interesting. And the thing with the Emperor is that, you know, the Emperor wants to try and understand. The Emperor wants to encourage. The Emperor wants to help. But sometimes if the Emperor isn't tapping or coming into this energy of the warrior, it's very hard for them to actually be able to create the order that should be created. So it seems like when it comes to them being confrontational, when it comes to them being almost authoritative in nature, that is their weakness. I'm not saying that being authoritative is good, but there is something to be said about the warrior archetype, right? That's the energy to know where there is injustice and address it, right? That's that creating order out of chaos. And so I feel like maybe potentially this person is someone that loves to encourage people and build them up to the point where they can't really fully see and understand other people's evil and insidiousness. And so they have trouble seeing the bad. I think that this person is someone who sees the good and focuses only on the good. And that is an incredible quality. Incredible quality to have. The problem is that they see too much good and not the other side. And so potentially when it comes to allowing people or bringing people into their space, they might bring in people who potentially should not be around because they're more energy drainers or they have ulterior motives. And so that is kind of their weakness. And I feel like a lot of the people watching this, you're going to be able to bring that kind of energy into their lives. I think that the people that are watching this, you intuitively know who means well, who doesn't. You know, it's like you're going to be able to give this to this Emperor, right? This is the beauty of this relationship between you and them. You're both going to be able to kind of complete each other. So very interesting. You know, the Knight of Swords, it's represented by someone who uses their words to to debate and talk about certain topics that potentially might be uncomfortable. You know, this is definitely someone who uses the might of their pen, uses their ability to communicate, to be able to go out and make a decision. And I feel like, you know, this person with this Emperor energy and this Knight of Swords energy showing up, it's something that they're kind of working at right now, you know, to be able to use their voice, to be able to motivate, to be able to inspire. This is something that they're working on. And it is, I feel, something that they're going to be able to excel in later on in life. All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about their personality. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to throw 2 more Cosmo Tarot cards. Let's find out a little bit about their personality. Ooh, we've got the Star and the 9 of Wands. Interesting. So, my goodness, yes, we see it here now reflected with the Star. So, the Star is one of my favorite tarot cards. And the reason why the Star is one of my favorite tarot cards is because this is the energy of feeling like things are going to be okay. Like you will not be overtaken by darkness or by any kind of negative energy that wants to bring you down. This is the energy that says, I love you and I care for you and I want to make sure that you are okay. And so the fact that this Star is kind of representing their personality tells me that this person is someone who really genuinely wants to assist people. So, you know, whenever this person comes around, their family members, their friends, relationships, they're genuinely trying to help, they're genuinely trying to assist. I mean, beautiful card to get right after we got the Emperor. You know, very similar archetype. But with the Star, what we have is also a bit of magic. You know, we have this energy of almost otherworldly that just surrounds the individual and increases that frequency, increases that power, increases that sense of magic. And so I feel that that is what this person really excels in. It's a part of their personality. It's a part of what they're trying to bring into this world. The Star energy is just one that says, I am here. I will protect you. I will help you move forward. I will assist you, because that is the way that this life works, and I want to be a part of it. I want to help. And so, beautiful card to get. The 9 of Wands, you know, gives us a very balancing kind of message. You know, even though this person definitely wants to help and assist, the 9 of Wands is a bit suspicious, right? And so it's interesting that we got the Knight of Swords, which is someone who doesn't want to be too confrontational, someone who wants to try and assist and help as many people as possible. Well, part of their personality is a bit suspicious, right? The 9 of Wands is the card that says, I've been through literal hell. Like, I've been through a very bad time. I've been through some trouble. I've been through some chaos. And now I'm just kind of guarding against any more chaos, any more troubles. I just want things to go well. And I want to make sure that I'm not taken advantage of, that people don't essentially try and take me down from my throne. I want to make sure that everything around me is working and operating quite as it should be. And so the 9 of Wands tells us very dynamically that this person is working very diligently in trying to identify the people that are good for them, the energies that are good for them, the frequencies that are going to assist them. They're also people who are trying to look and find solutions to problems. 9 of Wands tries to find a solution. They're trying to find the key. And so, as you can see here with this Cosmo Tarot, the 9 of Wands, you know, it's filled with keys and it's got 2 eyes, you know, very diligently looking, trying to see, trying to observe, trying to understand the secrets and the mysteries surrounding them. So, you know, this person is definitely, I feel, someone who genuinely wants to make an impact in the world, and they're trying to balance things out because I feel that they've been hurt in the past, right? If their personality is associated with the Star and the Emperor, you know, this is someone that really cares about helping people, encouraging people, helping them move forward and elevate them potentially to positions of power, right? This is the leader that says, I will build you up, I will help you in your rise, but make sure that when you're there, you help me as well, right? So there's this energy of reciprocity. The problem that I'm seeing with the Knight of Swords and the 9 of Wands now is that they have been taken advantage of before. They've lended a hand, right? They've given everything that they've had to give. They gave their hearts to people, their trust, and they were backstabbed, right? And we see that with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the card. If there's a card in the deck, in the tarot, that would potentially have the capacity of backstabbing you, it would be the Knight of Swords. And so I feel that, you know, this person has seen a lot of that kind of childish, chaotic energy around them, where they've given them everything and they end up getting backstabbed. And so that has led them to this Nine of Wands energy, which is very observing. It wants to try and find the right energies to bring into their space. And it comes from them just being hurt so much. So, you know, this weakness is very interesting, but this weakness is something that they are actively working on. They're trying to not fall for the same thing. They're trying to change. And so there's a strong indication here that this person is going through a big shift in their lives. And we see that, right, with the underworld, the drawdown, the moon. There is a shift happening right now for them, and this shift actually has to do with their way of viewing people, their way of helping and interacting with the world. So very interesting. All right, so the next question that we're going to try and answer is career and finances. Career and finances. So we're just going to throw one cosmopolitan card for that, and we're going to try and get a very just direct answer. What is their career? My goodness, you've got the Lovers card. This is interesting. So the Lovers card is a beautiful card. When it comes to career matters, it's even more interesting because it tells me that they are trying to essentially help in this process of increasing the Earth's vibration. It's trying to help in moving us forward into the new, and they're trying to do it from a place of love. They're trying to bring people together. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this person is the kind of person that thinks about how they can bring people together, right? So think of a president, and the reason I say president is because we have emperor energy here. So, you know, this person definitely has that kind of mystique about them, that kind of energy. So think of a president that tries to unite the nation through words, through actions, you know, through this desire to see everything work and people to come together. So I feel like this person is trying to lead. You know, the emperor is a leader, and they're trying to lead from a place of love, from a place of peace, from a place of prosperity. So this is a very interesting card to get, because it almost feels like, you know, this person is going to be in the public's eye. So more than likely you are going to be marrying a public figure. The fact that we've got the Lovers card tells me that the main goal here, the main goal of this person and their purpose is to bring people together, to bring relationships together, to essentially get two people that maybe hate each other in the same room and get them to work through their differences and their troubles and their problems and reach a solution, right? So this person is someone who just excels in assisting people through their troubles. So, you know, this person is a natural healer. You know, it's funny, but a lot of the times that I do readings for people, I'm getting a lot of healers. It's almost like we're shifting, we're moving into something new, and the world needs healers. We need people to assist other people and provide what essentially is going to be needed in this new world that we're headed towards. So, you know, the Lovers energy just kind of talks about that. There is a very strong healing kind of energy here. There's a sense of building with the Emperor and the Star and the Lovers, you know, three major arcanas that are very dynamic, When you put these three cards together, what you have is the recipe for building a strong society, right? So, you know, when we try and apply it to your relationship, this person is going to be a very wonderful, you know, husband or wife or partner. This person is going to be very dedicated. They're going to try very hard to make sure that everyone is happy. It's a genuine kind of care and love for everyone around them. So very beautiful. let's go ahead and talk about finances. We're going to throw a cosmopolitan card and see when it comes to finances if we get anything. All right, so finances, we've got Temperance. Okay, so with Temperance, when it comes to finances, I get the feeling that this person has reached a place where they're able to have the life that they want to have, but it is very well balanced, right? So this is the kind of person that I think makes good investments. I think this is the kind of person that is very centered in their approach. So when it comes to their finances, they invest in appreciating assets. They don't invest in depreciating assets, right? This is the kind of person that knows how money works, right? And they're also very patient, right? Very diligent. So, think of an investor that buys into, say, a stock and waits a couple of years until that stock gives them what they know that stock has to give them, right? So someone who's just very diligent with money, someone who understands how money works, that's the energy of the Temperance here. And also, it's funny that we have here this illustration, right, of diamond hands, especially in today's world, right, where that's when you hear diamond hands, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's someone that's willing to buy and hold for a better tomorrow, whatever asset they're buying. So it's funny that we have an illustration of literal diamond hands when we're asking about finances. So a little magic with your Cosmopolitan Tarot here. Very awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about their likes and their dislikes. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see. We're just going to throw one card, and we're going to see what they are genuinely like. What are their likes and dislikes? What's going on with them? Page of Wands. Okay, so it looks like your person with this Page of Wands is someone who is active, okay? They like to be active. The Page of Wands is in many ways someone who wakes up in the morning and they're immediately working on things that will benefit them, will give them something for the future. This is the Page of Wands. This is the energy of forward moving momentum. And so I get the feeling that what they like to do is explore. They like to maybe take on some interesting topics. Whenever you get a page, it's an energy of youthful exuberance. And so youthful exuberance means that there's an exploratory nature to it, right? So it's almost like they want to go out into the world, find new topics that they don't understand, and then they want to try and understand, and then they dissect everything. They read every book about it, they watch every documentary, they try and learn as much as they possibly can. So Page of Wands energy, very exuberant, but very forward moving. It's someone who really enjoys the hunt and the pursuit of knowledge. And so we see that with this illustration. I like the gold key, because that is essentially what the Page of Wands is trying to find. They're trying to find their gold key so that they can unlock more and more doors. So Page of Wands energy, very interesting energy. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some oracles. We're gonna end it with some oracles, and these oracles are just gonna tell us a little bit more about this person that you are going to marry, right? So let's go ahead and start with one of the newer decks, the Mystic Martian Oracle. So let's go ahead and shuffle, and let's see what the mystic, what alien species represents the person that you will marry. This is a very interesting oracle deck. It's it's got all of the different aliens and ETs, and let's see what ET represents the person that you are going to marry. The pentagram. Okay, this is interesting. So they're being represented by the pentagram, and the keywords associated with this card are harmony, protection, and idealism. My, oh my. I mean, this is the perfect card to get. It's essentially the Emperor, the Star, and the Lovers all together. Okay, this is like the perfect card to get to represent the person that you will marry. I mean, with the first keyword that we have here, harmony, That harmony is felt with the star. Okay. The second word, protection. That key word is a perfect representation of the Emperor energy. And idealism, perfect word to represent the Lover's card. So yeah, this is almost a confirmation of everything that we've already talked about. This person is in every way someone who wants to just uplift, who wants to make sure that society is taken care of, that the youth is taken care of, that the older generation is taken care of. You know, there's a sense of community as well. So this person is someone who's just extremely harmonious. This person, you know, the fact that we've got idealism, this is something to talk about here. This is a person that has a vision for the world that might potentially not fit the mold. And so what that means is that they want for everyone to be happy. They want for everyone to be prosperous, right? That's unfortunately not something that is going to happen, but it doesn't stop this emperor from desiring it, from wanting it, right? There's people that don't really care, right? There's people that really just care about themselves and they want to be happy. There's people then that care about other people and actually want to see other people succeed and be happy. This is one of them, the person that you will marry. So very interesting, very beautiful kind of energy with this person. All right, now we're going to go ahead and see what element represents this person. So we're going to use the Elemental Oracle by Stacey and Marco, and let's see which element represents them. So let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And here we are. We've got passion. Look at that. We've got passion. Very passionate. I mean, Page of Wands, right? We're seeing it here now. This person is very passionate about going out and achieving and doing what they've set out to do. Again, you know, we're getting a lot of eye symbolism here. This person is just very aware, very attentive to things around them. This is the kind of person that observes everything, wants to try and be in the center of as much good as possible. So they're passionate. They're the kind of person that's just very passionate about what they're doing and what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. You know, very, very strong energy here. Again, you know, we go back to the Page of Wands, right? They like to be this way. They like to move forward. They like to be diligent. They like to be precise. They like to have this energy of just success and expansiveness with this Page of Wands. And we see it here now with this Passion Oracle card, right? Beautiful. All right, so the final oracle deck that we're going to use, and we're going to throw two of these, is the Sacred Forest by Dennis Lin. So we're just going to go ahead and throw two of these, and we're going to see what cards represent this person that you are going to marry. That's the first one. That's the second one. Look at that. Okay. So the first card is Power. I like this card. You've got the dragon, right, which is a symbol of power. This is, you know, this card, for some reason, I'm not seeing the traditional meaning and representation of the card. Like, intuitively, I'm feeling something a little deeper. And what I'm sensing is that this person has a very strong spiritual team behind them. This person has a very strong purpose. They're here to increase, I would say, the vibrations of the earth, to move earth forward into something new. And so there's a strong team around them, supporting them, assisting them. And I feel that their guardian angel, their guides are actively working to try and bring this person forward and to make them this successful individual, right? So there's a strong energy here of working with a strong power source, working in combination and trying to create something completely new. So very strong card. I like it. The second card is Refuge. We've got the Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. You know, this person is, even though someone who has this great purpose and who wants to help and make sure that everyone's happy, they find themselves most happy when they are in their refuge, when they're in their home. So I think that, don't expect for this person to want to go out a lot and to want to be out in the world a lot and to want to interact with a lot of people, even though they have this strong sense of order and care for others. They're most happy when they're able to come together and just be alone, right? To come together and just be with maybe potentially the person that they most care about, which it is going to be you, obviously. So yeah, this is their happy place, their refuge. They're building their home, and this is someone who really enjoys that. All right, so that is what I see here, Seekers. I hope you enjoyed this reading. A quick reminder, I am raffling away this tarot deck that you just saw here. So if you didn't hear it in the introduction and in the very beginning of this, this is your reminder. I'm raffling away the Cosmo Tarot. It's the deck that I've been using all along. This is from the Cosmopolitan magazine. Beautiful deck. In order to qualify to win, you must do 3 things, very important. Number 1, you must be a subscribed member. If you're not, subscribe now. Number 2, give the video a like. And number 3, it's important that you comment. I'm going to pick the winner from the comment section. So you must comment something, whatever you want to comment, even if it's just saying hi, consider me for this, whatever. Anything you do, you are going to be picked from the comment section. And I will announce the winner 1 week from now, November 16th. So best of luck to you. Thank you, Seekers, for watching. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for just being so wonderful to me. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, answering the question, who will you marry? Now, before we go any further, just want to remind you of the raffle. I am raffling away the Cosmo Tarot. This is a tarot deck from the Cosmopolitan magazine. I am raffling it away. In order for you to qualify, you must do 3 things. Number 1, you must be a subscribed member. Number 2, you must give this video a like. And number 3, you must leave a comment. Doesn't necessarily have to say anything, just a comment. And I will be reaching out directly to you. And also I will be announcing the winner publicly on November 16, which is a week from today. So make sure that you do those 3 things so that you qualify. This is the deck that we're going to be using today in this tarot reading. So, whoever wins it, just know that, it is a deck that has already been used in this reading. So it just, for me, it just adds a little bit more, I would say, a different element, right? A special element to winning this deck, the Cosmo Tarot. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first question that we're going to try and ask is, what is the person that I will marry currently going through? What are their current feelings, their current thoughts, experiences? For that, we're going to use 2 oracle cards. Let's take a look. You pick this door, and has a flower in front. Behind the door, it reads, the sacred lotus, compassion and action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit jewel. Interesting. The second card is from the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. Let's take a look and see what we have here. We've got nature spirit, on your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Nature spirits. Wow. My goodness. All right. So group number 2, this is a very interesting combination of cards for current thoughts and feelings. I get this feeling that the person that you're going to marry is at this moment in time going through a bit of a change, but that change it almost feels like they've done something to maybe upset a certain kind of people, and they're having to make amends for that. That's the energy that I'm feeling coming off of these cards and just the words, right? And it's almost like they have been humbled currently. Potentially they are realizing that they were wrong about something, and now they're in this kind of energy where they're trying to correct it. They're trying to make it right. And I feel like this person has undertaken some projects that would benefit society and would benefit nature first and foremost. I do believe that nature has its own spirits. These spirits watch after it, right? And I feel like potentially the reason why these spirits are now coming to this person, it's mainly because of something that they've asked for, or they're trying to do, something that they're trying to bring into existence. And so this has to do a lot with moving forward in this kind of saving the world kind of pursuit. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person is involved in some kind of charitable organization or charitable giving. I wouldn't be surprised if they've realized something about where they are currently in the world, and now they want to try and make a difference or a change. That's what I'm getting here, right? With these two cards and the Sacred Lotus, they've been given information. They've been inspired to make a change, to bring something new to the world that would benefit the world. And when I mean the world, I mostly just mean, Mother Earth. I mostly just mean nature, not necessarily people. Okay, so this is very interesting. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person has decided to go green, or if they're more conscientious about what we are doing to the earth, and now they're trying to make amends for that, or they're trying to, do their part to make sure that the next generation has a future, or us ourselves. I mean, it's very real with the climate and everything that we have going on. So they are definitely trying to be the change. They're trying to inspire people. I wouldn't be surprised if they're using their platform, if they're using their social media accounts, or whichever way that they can communicate to the world. They're using those tools to further enlighten people about the importance of taking care of Mother Earth, right? So again, charitable givings, more than likely maybe they're starting some kind of non-profit organization of their own where they're helping and assisting. So very interesting. Ultimately, I mean, it could just be as simple as they just taking on a new perspective of how they should govern their lives. They're taking a new perspective on how they should interact with the world. They're just starting something new, a new project that's beneficial for Mother Earth. That's their current thoughts, their current energies. Now, when it comes to their feelings, right? I almost get the feeling that they're realizing that there's something bigger out there. They're realizing that there is magic in the world. And, many people, we live lives of quiet desperation. We really don't notice the magic all around us. We don't notice that every single thing that we come in contact with is trying to communicate with us. It's trying to give us insight into the vastness and the expansiveness of what is the world and what is existence, because we're so consumed with making money, going to a job, getting through traffic, all these mundane, unimportant things that make up our lives. And so I feel like intuitively this person is viewing the world from a different perspective, from a different lens. They're seeing the vastness, they're seeing the expansiveness, they're understanding the interconnectedness of everything. And so, it could just very well be that they've taken on some kind of new project, or a new book, or something that they're reading that's really just opening up their minds, and it's just making them a bit more conscientious. All right, so that's their current energies. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to go ahead and throw the tarot again from the Cosmopolitan Tarot. This is the deck that we are raffling away. Keep in mind, to win this deck, you must be a subscribe member, you must give this video a like, and you must leave a comment. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle. The first question that we're going to ask is, what are their strengths and weaknesses? And we're going to throw two Cosmopolitan cards and see what they tell us. Strengths and weaknesses. What are they going through? Okay. So we've got two very interesting cards here, right? We've got the Seven of Swords and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Okay. So they're very, at this moment in time, what I'm seeing here is that they are very good at making decisions for the family. I feel like, Ten of Pentacles energy is the card of the family. It's the card of realizing that we are all in this together, right? So when we have this Ten of Pentacles, it's a reminder that the family unit is important. And so it kind of beckons you to be a part of something greater than yourself, be a part of this family and what we're trying to build and accomplish here. So their strength lies, I think, in numbers. I think that they understand that in order to be successful, in order to have everything that they want, and in order for them to, I guess, karmically be in balance, they have to work and they have to try and be everything for their family, for the people that care about them, their friends. The Seven of Swords gives us a picture of someone that makes decisions and sticks to it, right? So Seven of Swords energy tells me that this person is someone who's studious. I feel like this person is someone who really wants to know the ins and outs of everything. The Seven of Swords energy, I feel, also brings to light the fact that this person does not want people around that would steal from them and their family energetically. So there's this natural protective energy about this person. Seven of Swords normally is the card of the thief, the liar, the backstabber, the person that essentially is trying to get away with murder, trying to get away with having wronged you, possibly backstabbed you and hurt you. And so many times, we don't notice these things. We don't notice these energies. We move in our life and we try and do the best that we can, and we don't notice the people that are essentially trying to bring us down or take from us, right? And it's not only the people, it could be the system, it could be the different systems and organizations that are in place that would try and take from us as opposed to add. And so I feel like this person is very good in identifying this, and it goes perfectly well with what they're currently going through, right? This mental expansiveness that they're kind of undertaking at this current time. It adds to their ability to see the bigger picture and to see what's truly, truly important. So, Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, when it comes to their strengths and weaknesses, their strength, family, the fact that they're able to add to the family wealth. I feel like this person is the kind of person that wants for the family unit to be prosperous. And so there's always a plan, right? This isn't the kind of person that just goes off on their own and does things without informing the family. This is the kind of person that works for the family. I knows where their strength lies, right? So Seven of Swords just kind of tells me that, this person, again, tries to be very careful with the energies that they keep around. I feel like maybe potentially this comes from their experiences. This comes from them knowing that there's been people before that have tried to hurt them, that have maybe even been successful. They've trusted and unfortunately they got hurt. So now they're trying to be a little more careful with that Seven of Swords energy. It is, I think, still a weakness. We are asking the question, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses? So the fact that, this card is showing up tells me that potentially this is something that they're still working on, and that is trusting people, trusting individuals. Maybe potentially this person is way too trusting, and so it's led them to just being hurt, and it's something that they're currently working on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw some more Cosmo Tarot. We're going to try and identify this person's personality. Let's see, their personality. So we're going to throw two Cosmo Tarot cards. We're going to try to figure out the personality of this person. Okay, so first card out and the second card. All right, so we've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Death card. My, oh my. I love this combination. For a personality, I love this combination. So we'll start with the Two of Cups energy. And this is lovely. I mean, Two of Cups is just so beautiful, so peaceful, so loving, so caring, right? So when it comes to their personality being represented by the Two of Cups, what we have is someone filled with love and care and compassion and a desire to do good, right? So the fact that we have this Two of Cups just tells me that this person really cares about people. People, relationships. This person loves genuinely. We already know that this person is a family person with the Ten of Pentacles there. So now that we've got the Two of Cups, it just further explains why family, right? And it's because they genuinely love people. They genuinely care, right? And I feel like it's good that we got this Two of Cups to give a little more understanding of the Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles really, it's about the family working together to obtain some kind of financial goal. It's, you know, generational wealth as well. And, you know, you have to ask yourself, is this person only interested in money, right? But now that we've got the Two of Cups and this being a part of their personality, now we understand this person does this and cares about the family so dynamically because they love very, very purely, very genuinely. This is a person that really cares. Now, personality, the Death card. This is interesting. The Death card tells me that this is a very interesting person, right? So, imagine someone who tries to create a new ambience constantly. Imagine a person that notices when things are getting boring and tries to switch it up, right? Imagine a person that knows that they're doing something wrong and is willing to look in the mirror and say, I did this wrong thing, I'm going to correct it, and I'm going to be better. And so that's what the Death card brings in. Someone who is changeable, someone who grows, someone who expands, someone who doesn't stay stuck, right? So beautiful card to get when it comes to personality. It means that this person is constantly growing, constantly expanding, constantly understanding. They see the bigger picture, they understand it, they comprehend what they need to do, what they ought to do, how they ought to move, how they ought to interact with the world. It's so that just, you know, it's just such an energy of just growth that it is kind of overwhelming. And it's overwhelming because this is a major arcana. Okay, it is a major arcana. So major arcanas are extremely important. It signals that it signals a very important event anytime you get a major arcana. And when we're doing a personality reading and you get a major arcana, it just tells you that this type of archetype is so deeply rooted in them that it's constantly being manifested. And so you're going to notice this as soon as you see them, right? Potentially, you know, you're on the first date. If you can follow me here, you're on the first date, this person notices that things are getting a little boring, a little stagnant. They switch it up and they come up with a new plan to just kind of keep everything more exciting, right? More lively. So that's like, this is the kind of person, you know. And so what the Death card lends itself to understand is that this person is very fun. This is a very fun person. You're not gonna be bored with this person too often. This is a person that potentially will like to travel, will like to go to different places. This isn't the kind of person that will tell you no. You know, sometimes people and me myself, I'm like this, right? Like I'll go to a fair or a park and there's a ride with the loop-de-loop. I won't go on the ride with the loop-de-loop. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So, you know, this is the kind of person that says, yes, I will go on the loop-de-loop, and if you dare me to go 2 times, I'll go again, all right? So they don't really care. It's like they're in it for the fun, for the adventure, for the newness, right? They don't want to be the same boring old person day in, day out. They want new things. And so this can be very scary if it wasn't combined with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And I'll tell you why. It can be scary because a person that constantly wants new experiences might very well get bored of the relationship and move on. So we need some kind of grounding, right? And that's where the Ten of Pentacles comes in. The Ten of Pentacles keeps them grounded to their family, to their responsibilities, to the people that love them, and to the people that they love. And we see that love shown here with the Two of Cups, right? Two cups clinking together in unison, saying, I love you, I want this to work out, let's go ahead and live this crazy life of ours together. So beautiful, beautiful energy there. Let's go ahead and throw some more Cosmo Tarot. We're going to talk about career now. So let's see, we're just going to throw one card, and we're going to try and figure out, what does this person do when it comes to career? Let's see. Page of Cups. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So we've got the Page of Cups. I like this card. This person works with the youth, okay? They work with the youth. Page of Cups, youthful energy. You know, there's this sense of young energy. There's this also strong sense of just accepting these people, helping them through a situation. So there's a strong indication here that this person likes to work with the youth. And, you know, this person could very well just be someone who is a healer. You know, it's interesting. I've said it in the first group, because the first group also got a healer. There's so many healers nowadays. It's truly something to behold. And I think that there's a lot more healers than people actually imagine, you know. Sometimes you'll look at someone who has maybe a podcast or who has some kind of online presence, and maybe they're talking about, you know, whatever the subject is. They can be talking about anything. But there is an element of healing there. Just the fact that they exist, just the fact that that person is around, just the fact that that person is lending their voice to try and guide people. There is healing there. There is a sense of understanding of how things work. And so sometimes people need that in order to move forward and heal effectively. And so I feel like this person is a part of that. Whatever they're using their voice for, it is to help the youth. They help the youth through any kind of emotional troubles, emotional problems. And that is what they've dedicated their entire lives for. That is what their career is. So very interesting. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about their finances. We're going to throw one Cosmopolitan card, and we're going to try and figure out what their finances look like, what they will look like. Knight of Wands. Okay. My oh my. So, when it comes to their finances, they're going to be the type that likes to spend. All right. So, you know, this person is not going to be very conservative in nature. I think that this person is someone that likes to spend. Now, obviously, you know, they're more than likely going to be making enough money to spend it. But, you know, this isn't the kind of person that is ultra conservative, where they like to just save. This person likes to have new experiences, right? We already know that with the Death card. So the fact that we've got the Knight of Wands now showing up, which is another very youthful kind of exuberant energy, forward-moving energy that wants to expand, wants to grow, wants to shift, wants to constantly be in the party, in the show, right? You know, this person likes to spend money. So I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, on the weekends there's a plan for the whole family to go out somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if you know, this person is booking flights so that 1 year from now we can travel to I don't know, Los Angeles, or we can travel to France, or we can travel to Rome, Italy. You know, this is that kind of energy here. This person is definitely someone that, you know, has a plan, and the plan is, I want to have fun, I want to grow, I want to expand. And so what that means is experiences. I'm here to travel, I'm here for the fun, right? And again, you know, that kind of energy is grounded in the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. You know, this person, if they're going to have fun and they're going to spend money, they're going to spend money on their family. They're going to spend money on the people that really truly care about them. They're going to move forward effectively in all of these, you know, creative projects. And so I just feel like, you know, this person is someone who can't, their spirit cannot be kept down. You know, this person can't feel like they are locked, or they can't feel like they are restricted in any way. You know, the Death card, again, major arcana, so very important. This is definitely a very important part of them. They can't feel like they are being restricted. They can't feel like they're being held down. They can't feel like they are being taken from. This person is someone who really enjoys their freedom. So I wouldn't be surprised if, this person is more of an entrepreneur. Maybe they can work from anywhere. And so the fact that they can do these things allows for them to have this kind of Knight of Wands energy with their finances, where they can just go out and explore a little bit more. Maybe this is a kind of person that has developed some kind of passive income, and so it allows for them to live the life that they want to live. That's what I'm seeing here with this Knight of Wands and the other cards all around. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more Cosmopolitan Tarot. We are going to answer the question, what do they like? Likes and dislikes. We'll throw one more card. Right, so likes and dislikes. Let's take a look. Ace of Wands. All right. So we've got a lot of wands here showing up late. That's interesting. So the Ace of Wands is a beautiful card, and it's beautiful because it's the beginning of a new project. It's the beginning of a new venture. It's the first spark. It's the moving forward. It's the expansiveness. It's the, hey, we have an idea, let's go ahead and do it, right? It's putting pen to paper and getting it done. It's the beginning. And so I like this. And the fact that we have this here as a like, and then we have the Death card, tells me and almost just confirms to me that what this person likes is new things. Okay, this person does not like to just talk about new things, and there are people out there that like to talk. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. It's gonna be great, and it's just really talking, right? It's like you're kind of living in that moment what you want to do, and that's a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful thing to do. But the person that you are going to marry is the type of person that actually does it, right? So it's not like if they're going to, it's like they'll book the flight, they'll book the tickets, they'll do all the research, and then they'll have the conversation with you about dreaming, right? And about how it's going to be. It's not just a what could it be. This person actually goes after. This person takes the necessary steps to actually make this happen, to manifest this. So really interesting energy. That's their like. I think that, their dislike, again, it's the message just kind of keeps on circling around. What they dislike is to be energetically restricted, right? So think of of having a boss, right? And the boss telling them that you can't do this, or think of some kind of restriction that put in place that tells you can't go there. They don't like that. They like to be free. They like to move wherever the heck they want. They like to experience life, right? So interesting. Ace of Wands energy. All right, so now we are going to throw some oracle cards and just get a little more information. There's no questions that I'm going to ask here. I'm just going to let the oracle cards speak and give us what they want to give us. We're going to start with one of the newer oracle decks, which has quickly become my favorite, the Mystic Martian Oracle. This deck is so much fun, guys. It's got like all of these different Martians in there. And they all have a different set of keywords associated. So you'll see what I mean. We're going to throw just one, and we're going to see which Martian represents the person that you are going to marry. Let's take a look. This deck is so much fun. The Syrians B. Okay, I like that. Look at this. All right, so another aspect of the person that you are going to marry: responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. I like this card because it further illustrates and it further supports the Ten of Pentacles that showed up for them, right? And also the Two of Cups. Not so much the Death card, but let's talk about that. So the Syrians, responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. So what I feel when I look at this card is that this person is very responsible when it comes to taking care of their family, right? So we've already identified that they like to spend, when it comes to their finances, Knight of Wands, they like to spend, they like to go out, they like to party, they like to make sure that the family's having a good time. But now we have this balancing message here of responsibility. So even though there's a bit of exuberance, there's a bit of chaotic energy here, this person is very grounded. So there's just and what we have essentially is a healthy balance between the two, chaos and order. We're gonna spend, we're gonna have fun, but we're gonna make sure that we can pay the bills, right? Now, lessons. The reason why they are like this is because they're constantly learning and shifting and changing. They believe that the best way to learn is to go out into the world and experience it fully, right? And so the third key word there is growing up. There's an energy of growing up as they do this, as they move out into the world, as they experience the world, as they interact with the world. There's this sense of growing up and understanding what's good, what's bad, what should be avoided. That's how they learn. That's how they grow, right? Interacting with the world in this way. All right, so let me fix the board here for one quick moment. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw another oracle card. This one is from the Elemental Oracle by Stacy and Marco. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw one. We're gonna try and find out what is the element that represents the person that you are going to marry. Let's go ahead and take a look, shall we? Gravity, groundedness. So again, another very important message. Okay, yeah, so beautiful. I like this. This person is a very well-balanced individual, you know, very well balanced. And now we have the another oracle card here that really just, you know, gives us insight into this. So gravity, groundedness. This person is grounded. They're grounded in reality. This person loves Earth, by the way. This person is someone that loves this planet. There are people out there that unfortunately don't, right? Now, there's people out there that, you know, think that this world is very difficult to live in. This person doesn't think so. You know, this person is the kind of person that wants to experience life to the fullest. They want to go, they want to see the mountains. They want to go, they want to see a new theater play. They want to go and they want to live life, right? But they are as grounded as they can be with this Ten of Pentacles. You know, they always have their family in mind, and they always are thinking, okay, what can I do to make sure that my family is benefiting and winning? So very interesting, very beautiful balancing message. All right, so we're going to throw two more oracles, and we're going to throw it from the Sacred Forest Oracle by Dennis Lin. We're going to go ahead and see what else the oracles have to tell us about the person that you are going to marry. Let's take a look. Card 1. Card 2, we've got renewal. Interesting. All right. So Frog Spirit, right? Frog Spirit showing up, renewal. This is the kind of person that, again, you know, they love to go and experience things that energetically fill them up. So the fact that they're able to go out into the world and interact with it the way that they want, it just fills them to the point where they're satisfied, they're happy, they feel renewed. So Frog Spirit, very beautiful energy. You know, this person isn't just here to work. They understand that in order to really just live and be happy, you have to experience life, right? There has to be a different kind of energy that just brings it all together, and they like to do that with their family. Also, beauty. They like beautiful things, beautiful items. So the person that you will marry, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot of art, a lot of decorative things that look beautiful to the eye, very gorgeous things to behold. I wouldn't be surprised if they've adorned their homes in just the most beautiful and just delectable way. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they have very, very good taste. They have a good eye for beauty, which is why they're going to marry you. So, you know, it's very interesting that we've got this final card here, a little interesting tidbit about them. They appreciate beauty. They know about beauty. I wouldn't be surprised if this person, you know, has very, very good taste, all around good taste. All right. So that is what I see here. Thank you, seekers, for watching. Another reminder, I'm raffling away the Cosmo Tarot. You know, you've seen some of the cards. Very beautiful deck. This is from the Cosmopolitan magazine. I'm raffling it away. So best of luck to you, but keep in mind, in order to qualify, you have to do 3 things. First thing, you must be a subscribed member of this channel. Number 2, you must give this video a like. And number 3, and very important, you must leave a comment. I will be picking from the comment section who the winner is. Just make sure that you are subscribed, that you do like the video. Those are the other things that you must do, but I will be picking it from the comment section. You don't have to, leave anything in particular. I don't want you to, answer any questions or anything. Just leave a comment, right? Anything that you want to, go ahead and leave, but just make sure that you show up in the comment section, because that's where I'm going to be picking the winners from. And I'm going to announce the winner of the raffle on the 16th of November. I'm going to announce it through the community. So you will be alerted, and I will be reaching out to you directly. So thank you guys for watching. Best of luck with the raffle. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will try and answer the question, who will you marry? Now, before we get started, just in case you missed the introductions, I want to remind you, seekers, that I'm raffling away the Cosmo Tarot deck. This is a deck from the Cosmopolitan magazine. Very special, beautiful deck. Now, in order to be entered for a chance to win, you must do 3 things. Number 1, you must subscribe to the channel or be a subscribed member. Number 2, you must give this video a like. And very important, number 3, you must leave a comment. You don't have to include anything in the comment. Anything that you write is fine, but you must leave a comment. I will be picking the winners from the comment section, so very important for you to do that. The drawing will be announced, the winner will be announced on November 16th, which is exactly a week from today. So make sure that you do all 3 things. Number 1, make sure you're subscribed. Number 2, make sure you give this video a like. And number 3, make sure that you leave a comment. All right. This is also the deck that we're going to use for your reading. This is what we're going to use today to do your reading. So it is going to be a deck that has already been used. So it's a very interesting thing. I think it's a very interesting element, right? So let's go ahead and get started. The very first question that we're going to try and tackle here is what their current thoughts, feelings, and experiences are. We're going to use 2 oracle cards for this. So let's look behind your door. Beautiful blue door. The art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Beautiful. Okay. Now the second card is from the Seasons of the Witch. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. All Hallows Eve. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. Oof, wow. My oh my. So this is very interesting. It appears like the person that you are going to marry is at this moment in time going through a period of expansion. And that expansion, I feel, is going to lead them to a new career venture, a new career opportunity, a new creative venture. I think that the person that you are going to marry is an artist. An artist, it can mean a variety of different things, but definitely a creator, definitely someone who is potentially an influencer. And it almost feels like this person has this ability to manifest what they truly want. The fact that they are calling upon their desires and using their voice to bring forth what they want. There's a strong sense of magic and a strong sense of manifestation with them right now, currently. And it comes from their boldness. I think that they've made decisions in life before that have potentially not moved them forward in the areas that they would like to have success in. And so now it's like they're in a position where they want to try and be as successful as they possibly can be. And they know the different elements that they must introduce in order to have that success. They know what to essentially bring into their life to avoid being stuck in the same area. And so I feel that they're also in a position right now where they're aware that potentially there is this higher being, higher power that is assisting them. They're aware that there is a purpose, and they're aware that they need to try their hardest to actually bring this into existence, or to fulfill this purpose, right? So interesting two cards. The fact that we've got let your love dance in sight. I get the feeling that for a long time they've been doing things that they don't want to do. Okay, that's what I feel when I read that. Let your love dance in sight. I get the feeling that they maybe were in a job or pursuing a certain life that, unfortunately just wasn't beneficial. They just weren't happy. They didn't love what they were doing. And so now they're realizing that if they're able to do what they truly love, they're not going to have to work a day in their life. So in this way, they are following in their purpose. In this way, they are doing what they are destined to do, what they've set out to do, what they are meant to do. Their purpose, right? We all sign a contract before coming here. We all make the decision to be a certain something, to live a certain life, but we don't have our memories. We don't know. So we have to kind of blindly find our way. And so I feel that this person intuitively has reached a place where they know and understand what is best for them, what is going to make them feel like they aren't even working. And so they're pursuing this wholeheartedly. They're pursuing this with this sense of fire and dynamism, and they can't be stopped. This person is like a juggernaut at this moment in time in their lives. They're casting anything that doesn't serve them away. They're casting it into the fire. They're not allowing it to impair them in any way, or keep them down in any way. They are diligently moving forward and aggressively. Wonderful current energy. So let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to talk about, what their strengths and what their weaknesses are. And for that, we are going to use the Cosmo Tarot, the Cosmopolitan Tarot. Once again, this is the tarot deck that we are raffling away. It is the exact one, so you'll know that it's been used in this reading only. This is really the only time that I've used this deck. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look and see. So what is this person's strength? Okay, 4 swords. The moon. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, so there is a lot of magic with the person that you are going to marry. Group number 3. I like this. Their biggest strength, is the fact that they're able to see the truth in the lies, right? So the moon, the moon is a beautiful card. I love it. It's a beautiful major arcana card. There's a lot of positive elements to it, but there's also the reality that there's very little light, right? It's like you step out into the darkness, you're walking, and all you have is the light of the moon, which is very, very, very small. You can't really see very much. And so what ends up happening is that in the darkness, you end up seeing things that aren't there. It might present an illusion. And so what your person is really good at, their strength, is they're able to look and peek through that darkness and see the truth. Interesting. So I feel that this ability, we're going to call it sight, right? They have the gift of sight. It aids them in their development. It aids them in their purpose. And we're going to find out what that purpose is later on. But, I feel very strongly like this person and their sixth sense, their understanding, their intuitive nature, their third eye, is open. They're aware. They know what's going on. There's a sense of magic. There's a sense of power. There's a sense of authority. I'm getting this kind of very strong wizard-like energy here, very witchy-like energy here. A person that works with magic, a person that understands what needs to happen. A person that potentially is very prophetic in nature. This person is able to kind of see the signs in front of them. This person is able to see further than most people. This person is a seer, right? Seer, and in biblical terms, they would be called prophets. And so this person knows. They're able to kind of see what's coming. They're able to understand what's coming. And this, in some ways, aids them in their process. But, and this is, I guess, I guess we can say that this is a weakness of theirs. Their ability to foretell the future is in some ways giving them an incredible amount of anxiety. Okay? And we see that with the Four of Swords. You know, the fact that it's showing up tells me that potentially this is something that they're working on, right? We did get the card upright, so obviously it's not all that bad. But I feel very strongly that with the Four of Swords showing up, maybe potentially the fact that they're able to see further, they're able to look through the lies, and they're able to see through the deceit of people and just the world and traps and ensnarements that are present. They're able to look further than that and see behind the curtain. And so with that seeing comes this sense of anxiety, because once you know where all the pitfalls are and you start seeing them everywhere, you know, it becomes a bit, you become a bit anxious because you're able to identify these things. You're able to look further into people's intent. You're able to kind of, you interact with the world differently, right? For people that are aware and able to see further, their life, it's not as easy because they're able to fully comprehend the darkness and the chaos that looms just around the corner. And so I feel like that might leave them feeling a bit anxious, leave them feeling a bit maybe even down or depressed, or just, you know, aware, like they have trouble resting. They have trouble being at peace because they're able to see these things. So they're almost fearful that these things might overcome them, even though it won't, because this person is just so very well integrated into our world and with their purpose and what they ought to do. You know, I feel like this person is here to help this world of ours reach a certain frequency. They're here to help the collective in a very strong way. And interesting. Let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about them. We're going to throw some more tarot. We're going to talk about their personality now. So let's shuffle. And let's see what we have here as far as the personality goes. Alright, so we've got the Tower. And we have the Two of Wands. Interesting. Wow. Alright, so group number 3. You know, you're the person that you're going to marry is intense. I gotta be honest with you guys. This and it's not a bad thing. There's an intensity to this person, but it's not a bad kind of intensity. It's I think it's just the intensity that this person chose to reincarnate with, because they need to try and bring some kind of change into this world. It's very, you know, their personality is the Tower. So, you know, this is the kind of energy that does not allow for anything or anyone to get in their way. Okay? Like, if they have to in some ways remove whatever is limiting them, they'll remove it. They don't care. The Tower energy is a very kind of forward moving, I'm not going to stop for anything kind of energy. So the fact that this is a part of their personality tells me that they believe that in order to have true success in life, you can't stay stuck, right? You can't stay stuck. You can't fear any kind of change. So this person doesn't believe in fear. This person doesn't believe in any kind of like energy that would seek to keep them bound in any kind of reality. This is the kind of person that moves forward and does whatever they want to do. They find a way to do whatever they want to do. They are not the kind of person that will accept someone telling them what to do. You know, this person will go out and do whatever the heck they want. All right. And we see it here in the Two of Wands. The fact that that's how they've planned their lives, right? Two of Wands is the card of planning. This is a card of reaching a place where you're thinking of what the next step is. You're calculating. This is the card of the tactician. This is the card of the strategist. We are taking a moment to really digest what we've learned and what we see here on this map before we move forward, right? So Two of Wands is the card of the strategizer. And so this person does not mind bringing it all down and starting new, right? Tower energy is the card of sudden transformation. And so if this person, let's say, gets an idea overnight, right? Business idea. This is the kind of person that would not flinch at saying, okay, I need to start all over again, right? I've been doing it all wrong. I'm bringing it all down and I'm starting from scratch. All right. And this is how we're going to plan, and this is how we're going to do it. And it's interesting because this kind of fearless energy, I personally feel, is the kind of energy that has the most success. People that are fearless are the ones that experience the most success in life. So I would not be surprised if the person that you're going to marry will experience an incredible amount of physical, financial, tangible success, because they're not riddled by fear. There is a bit of anxiety, and I feel that that anxiety is due to simply living through the process of life. I mean, anxiety is something that we all, in some level, we have, right? We experience it at some point. Whenever we learn something new and now we have to try and create something out of this newfound knowledge, there is a little bit of anxiety there. And so I feel like this person they're seers. They understand what needs to happen. They're seeing things real time, and they know that their visions are real. They know that their visions are almost alive, and so they follow through on that vision. They follow through on what they know to be true, because that is their gift. We all have spiritual gifts. The spiritual gift of the person that you are going to marry, group number 2, is the gift of sight. This person can see further ahead. They can see through the darkness. They can see through the shadows. They can look at a person and say, this is what's really bothering you. This is what's really holding you back. So a person like that does not have a lot of acquaintances or people around. So the person that you are going to marry does not have a big circle of friends, okay? So I know that maybe for some of you that's not what you want to hear, but this is what I'm seeing in the cards. The person that you are going to marry is the kind of person that people avoid. And the reason why people avoid them is because they will utter harsh truths to your face. They don't care. They see it, number one, well, let me start by saying this. Number one, your person is the type of person that avoids people, okay? They avoid people. They can see people's intentions. And, unfortunately, when it comes to people, there's almost always some kind of motive behind why they're being a certain way, why they're being kind, why they're trying to do this, why they're trying to do that. Now, obviously, it's not a good thing to focus on that, right? We want to try and focus on the good. But the fact that your person can so genuinely see that darkness and see that need that people have keeps them from interacting with a lot of people. So they have a very small group, a very small circle of people. And this small group of people, this small circle of people, are people who are just like them. They're very transformative in the way that they interact with the world. They tend to keep to themselves and have a small circle or a small group of friends, and it's almost like they think alike. They are seers, and their friends, whoever their friends are, they're also seers, and so they can identify the same thing that they are identifying. So this gift of seeing is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And so the fact that they're able to see a little further than most leads them to this Two of Wands energy here, which is the planner. They're able to kind of map out what they want to do, where they want to go, how they want to do it, who do they want to interact with, and there's just this sense of understanding topics and concepts that other people don't. There's a sense of just knowing. Sometimes there's people who just know things, who just understand things, who comprehend things, and then you hear these people talk, and it's like, where the heck did you get that information? Like, what, and it's their ability, it's their spiritual gift. They're seers. They understand. They see further. And there's a sense of knowing as well. That's also another spiritual gift. So very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and see what their career is. We're going to throw another Cosmo Tarot. We're going to go ahead and try and identify what this person's career is. Let's see. Three of Pentacles. My, oh my. So the person that you are going to marry, group number 3, they're money makers, okay? This person is concerned with making that moolah, that money. Money. This person is someone who is actively out there trying to get it. So this is interesting, you know, because I was thinking, okay, what does a person with this kind of ability do for a living? And it's not, you know, it's definitely exactly what I was intuitively feeling in my heart, and I just needed the cards to speak about it. But and now here it is. So, you know, the person that you are going to marry is someone who understands where the good investments in life are. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person is someone who invests in the market, invests in crypto, invests in assets that are appreciating. This is the kind of person that knows when is the right time to buy. When is an asset so cheap that it's going to go up from here? It can't go any lower. So this is where I buy. Again, they're able to look into the future. They're able to see things that people don't see. And so people like this, with this ability, they make excellent investors. They make excellent traders because they understand where things are going. It's like they'll look at a chart. They'll look at we'll do a chart if you're familiar with stocks and the markets. So they'll look at a chart of a stock or a crypto, whatever, an asset, and they'll see the trend, right? And maybe it's trending down, but they're able to look at that map and that chart and say, okay, it's reached a point where I know it will jump from there. It's going to go up from there. It can't go any lower. So they buy at that low point and they allow for that asset to appreciate. They allow for it to go up. And then they sell it whenever it's at its high point so that they can make the difference as profit. And so I feel like with this Three of Pentacles, this person is someone who knows where the money is. They're able to find it, right? And so it's almost like it's a game for them. You know, they go out into the world, and most people they how do I put this? Most people wake up and they go out into the world and they willingly tell someone else, hey, tell me what my time is worth, right? This person goes out into the world and does not interact with anyone. They're like geo-hunting. They go out into the world and they're looking for pots of gold. Where can I find my pot of gold? It's out there somewhere. It's hidden somewhere. People can't see where that pot of gold is. I'm going to use my vision. I'm going to use my ability to find that pot of gold. Where is it? They're able to find the pot of gold, right? They know where it is. And so it comes from their ability. It's almost like an extrasensory perception that they have, the ability to see further. And my goodness, so they're able to just make decisions when it comes to their investments that are going to yield incredible financial results. So when it comes to career, to answer this question, to just kind of summarize it, this person is more than likely an investor. This person is more than likely an angel investor. This person is more than likely a serial entrepreneur, serial investor, trader. You know, this is the kind of environment where I think the person that you are going to marry is going to invest their time and energy to make ends meet. All right, so let's move on to their finances. Let's see how they're going to be with their finances, you know, what the cards reveal. We're going to do another Cosmo Tarot. Okay, let's take a look. Seven of Cups. Okay, I like this card, Seekers. I really like this card. Okay. So I called it from the very beginning. I didn't even need any other tarot cards. I called it from the very beginning. The person that you are going to marry is someone who is wealthy. Okay, this person is going to have money. Potentially when you meet them, maybe they're still working, you know, and they're still trying to get it together. There is a chance for that, but make no mistake about it. This person has opportunities, okay? opportunities are everywhere, and we see that with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups energy tells you that, any decision that you make is going to lead you towards something wonderful, beautiful, bountiful. Seven of Cups is the card of options. So the person that you are going to marry has incredible amounts of options. Options, options, options. And you know who has options? Mostly millionaires, mostly people that have money. Mostly people that have cash, right, to actually spend on these things, right? People that unfortunately are, doing that 9 to 5. People that are, working and just, getting an hourly wage. Sometimes, unfortunately, there's a limit on what you can do, right? It's like you can't really do what you want to do because you're bound to that job, you're bound to that existence. And so what I feel that this combination here is trying to tell us with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups is that your person is going to have the ability to do whatever they want, right? So imagine a person that all they need to do is turn on a computer and go into their brokerage account, look through the stock market, look through our financial system, find the pot of gold, cash in on that pot of gold, and they're able to do this again and again and again. And it does not take a lot of time and energy and effort. They only invest like a couple of minutes of their time, of their life, to find the pot of gold. So your person, the person you're going to marry, has an incredible amount of time available to them. And that is the ultimate resource, time. So they're going to have an abundance of that. Time. Again, it doesn't mean that they have it right now, but they're working towards that. At some point, they are going to have that time to do whatever they want. So their finances are so significant that it allows for them to do whatever they want in their lives. All right, that's very interesting. All right, so let's see. We're going to talk now about what their likes and maybe their dislikes are. So let's see if we can maybe get a picture of their likes and dislikes. All right, Cosmo Tarot, guide us. Temperance. All right. Well, I like this. So Temperance talks about balance. Balance in all areas of life. This is the card of simply being. Okay, this is the card of simply allowing life to unfold around you and enjoying it in every way. So this is a beautiful card to get when we're talking about what a person likes to do, what they don't like to do, how they live their lives, because it's the card of just reaching a place of complete serenity, right? This person is going to, at some point in their lives, not have to work or worry as much as other people. So what that is going to afford this person is the ability to just relax, to feel even-tempered, to feel like things are going to work out no matter what. So what they really truly like is the peace that comes with that. Again, one of their weaknesses was anxiety, right? So we know that this person has a bit of anxiety inside themselves, and that might come from potentially their distrust. Sometimes when you can see further than other people, sometimes you start wondering, am I making the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? Am I actually truly going to profit off of this stock, off of this asset? I feel very strongly and I see that this stock is gonna do this, or that this investment is gonna do this, but is it really? And so there's a doubt always whenever they make a decision, which leads to that anxiety. So what they like to do is to reach a place of balance, to be at peace with the decisions that they've made, to be well balanced. They like to live a well balanced life. We see with the Seven of Cups that their money, the money that they're going to make, affords them the opportunity to be able to do whatever it is that they like, to fulfill whatever desire that they have, whether it be travel, whether it be high-end living, whether it be just enjoying, their time with family and friends, whatever they want to do, they're able to do it. Their income allows for them to do it. And the most important part is their time, because, some people, they have the income to do whatever they want, but they're working 100 hours a week. So when are you going to get to enjoy it, right? This person has the best of both worlds, the income and the time, because it's so easy for them to just find the gold out in the world. And it's very interesting. So temperance. And also, one thing that's very important about this person, they're not just going to stop at making money, having free time, and doing whatever they want. They're not going to stop there. This is the kind of person that starts new projects. You know, I'm getting a very strong feeling here of a serial entrepreneur, a person that builds up a business and then starts a whole new business, builds that one up, starts a whole new business, builds that one up. You know, this is the kind of person that enjoys to actually build something with their hands, and it is financial in nature. You know, it's not like a physical kind of build. It's more of a it's more of like a digital kind of build. I see them partaking or being a part of this digital creation that is going to herald this kind of new way of interacting with each other. So technology is a big thing with this person. I wouldn't be surprised if they invest an incredible amount of time and energy in developing new technologies, new softwares to aid in our own development. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards. We're going to start with the very awesome and a bit, I don't even know how to label this deck. It's just so interesting. The Mystic Martian Oracle just came out a few days ago. We're going to throw just one card and we're going to see what information we get for the person that you are going to marry. Kabbalah, the Tree of Life. Oh my, I told you that your person was powerful. I told you. So Kabbalah, Tree of Life, integration, life lessons, emanation. I mean, boy, oh boy. You know, this person is someone who's going to bring about some kind of important change to the world. I think that their projects and the things that they touch and they choose to do are going to help many different people. And it's going to bring a very strong sense of balance and prosperity to the world. It is going to help in many ways. So whatever businesses this person is building up, they're going to really be a big deal for the collective. All right, so let's find out what the elemental oracle card is for your person. So we're gonna use the Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. We are going to shuffle and we're gonna take a look. Let's take a look. Hearth. You know, it's interesting, but these cards are just lining up so beautifully. Comfort, right? Comfort. This person likes their comfort. And we see it, right? We see with the way that they're living their lives, with the way that they're investing their time and their energies. We see with their finances. This person really does enjoy their alone time. Again, this is not your 9-to-5 guy. This is not your 9-to-5 gal. This is not your 9-to-5 person. This is the kind of individual that enjoys their alone time, enjoys their freedom. And when they feel like it, they pursue something even more. You know, it's like sometimes when we're not active, we think we're not doing anything. We think that we're not of value. But there's people that with just the smallest amount of activity, they're able to impact countless lives with just a small amount of activity. That is your person. Okay, that is your person. All right, so we're gonna throw two more oracles. We're gonna throw from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Let's see what we get. All right, look at this. I mean, we've got the card of truth. So the person that you're going to marry is someone who likes to operate with truthfulness. And again, this is the reason. Remember I told you at the beginning, this person is not someone that has a big group of people around. And the reason why is because this person is truthful to the core. They will tell the truth to people. Whatever they see, they tell. This is a seer. So they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they see. And it's not always a good thing, right? Because sometimes, you know, in order to bring true change to people's lives, you have to try and tell them the true darkness that might lie dormant that they aren't even noticing. So that's why people are uncomfortable around them, because they know that this person can see who they are and they feel uncomfortable. All right, so we have new beginnings. This is a confirmation of the Tower, right? It's just telling us that this person loves new beginnings, loves new projects. A serial investor, serial entrepreneur. Newness is very important to them. All right, so that brings us to the very end. Thank you, seekers, for watching. Quick reminder, the Cosmo Tarot. Once again, I'm raffling this deck away.